So here we go then, this is the first race of the afternoon. This is the 99 that first turn is rider number 6, Scott Nichols. So Scott setting up a cracking pace as they come round off that first bend. The rest of the field are starting to get themselves sorted out. We've lost one rider on the far side. As you can see, we've got red flags up already, the rider and on the race circuit. The race being halted. In the interest of safety, the riders themselves will obviously have to slow down and make their way back to that start line. On the inside is going well. I expect to see the home crowd cheering a bit on this one. Terry Phillips has gone with him as they go into that first bend, but it's Reg who's got the better line. He comes through on the inside. Cuts back and tries to follow him around that first bend, but no, he's staying wide. He goes the long way round. Reg Blackpool should be able to pull up on the inside of him. He's forcing Terry Phillips to go a much wider line. So will that allow the advantage to come through on the inside? Terry Phillips is still staying wide. Look for gaps as those front two get themselves sorted out. Terry Phillips now with the lead. Reg Blackpool working hard in second place. Oh, Len Foreman closing all the time on those front two, and Reg Blackpool comes through a gap. Together in this bottom bend. Still Terry Phillips going for that wide line, and Reg Blackpool and Colin have got the lead. They've got one more bend to go. They possibly had the better line coming out of this bend, but Terry Phillips changes lines and comes in underneath him. It's going to be close. Terry Phillips gets terrific ride between those two. All the time Terry Phillips was forced to take those wide lines. It looked at places faster, but Reg Blackpool, a terrific ride. No giving up when he'd lost that first place. He wanted it back. But it's Alan and John Blewett that have got to the front. John Hiscock were the one with the work to do as they go into that first turn, working his way through on the inside as they say that. As they go round that bottom turn, it is Alan and John Blewett that have got away. John Hiscock going after him. He knows that both of them have had a race win first time out. Alan and John Blewett going a little bit wide. John Hiscock looks much tighter. First time out as well. So three outfits going very quickly indeed. Alan and John Blewett still with the lead. John Hiscock and Matt Sleep in second, looking for a way through. Pete Goodwin in third place, looking to see if any mistakes are made. Pushing all the time, and Alan and John Blewett and goes through on the inside, does he? Alan and John Blewett see the challenge as they go into that top bend. They now know they've got one more turn to go. If they leave a gap, John Hiscock will take it. But Alan and John Blewett, John Hiscock and Matt Sleep get second, but very close indeed. And in third place, Pete Goodwin and Collier. So away we go. The pace prepared quickly, and we're underway. race at the moment. Steve Dawes gone very, very wide. He left a lot of room on the inside, and it is, of course, John Jeffries has capitalised on it and come through on the inside. Grasstrack with the best of it at the moment. Mark Giles is right there as well. Gittings trying to go round the outside. A good scrap for those positions, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. Got a battle perhaps developing. Oh, he's always such an exciting rider to watch, Steve Dawes. Believe me, although he looks as if he's out of control, he much prefers to ride like that. And indeed, it's great entertainment. John Jeffries, a very controlled rider. There with him, a great scrap for that 3rd place developing. Grasstrack has gone through on the inside. You can see that we've lost Simon Giddings on that top bend as he was battling for that 3rd. They come towards the checkered flag, and it is indeed John Jeffries that takes it. But a red flag had been put out in the interest of safety. The rider's being urged to slow down before they get to where that machinery is on the top bend. Goes into the lead as they go round that first bend. Scott Wilson it is that's in 2nd place at the moment. There's a gaggle of riders together for that 3rd place. That's the rider on that bottom bend. The clerk of the course putting the red flag up in the interest of safety. We've still got rider and machinery on that bottom bend. So we prepare for the restart. We need to get underway as they come down the first turn. John Under it is, just up there with him this time though as they go into that first turn. Scott Wilson moved up into 3rd. There's John Priest in 4th at the moment. Anthony Bougard trying to go through. Tony Dart follows him through as well as they move up the field. You can see obviously again in the interest of safety the race being brought to a halt. Red flags around the circuit. We've lost a number of riders on this bottom turn. This one could be interesting. Steve Wright has missed the gate. It's Brett Osborne that again has made a very, very good start. Goes into that first bend. Terry Phillips on the outside of him. Third place there was James Rogers, and he's under pressure from John Hiscock on the outside, Rob Bradley on the inside. Steve Wright now powering through, and Steve Wright comes from 6th place to 4th in one sweet move as they go up that back straight. Well, he's working very, very hard, Steve Wright, and this one is the one. Morris Cooper still there in the lead. James Rogers still there in 3rd place. Terry Phillips pushing for that lead. As you don't know where to keep your eyes at the moment. As Brett Osborne is under pressure from Terry Phillips. Steve Wright working his way around the outside of James Rogers. Coming off that top bend. Here's Steve Wright. They go in that bottom bend. Steve Wright going for the lead. He's had to work very, very hard, and he's now around the outside of Red Osborne. A tremendous ride from Steve Wright and Gary Wright. From 6th to the front in 3 laps as the checkered flag is now out in front of them. As they come towards the line, it is a victory for Steve. Red Osborne gets third. A terrific sidecar battle indeed. A tremendous ride from Steve and Gary Wright. That top bend, he gets to the front. Terrific riding on that first bend from Roger Love. Malcolm Simmons tries to stay with him. There's John Priest in 3rd place at the moment, but his place being taken by Richard Emerson. Terrific to see Richard out there again. He had that fall in his last ride. He knows he lost valuable points from that. He did get up and get a finishing place, but it was a lot lower than he would have ever wanted it to be. Roger Love leading from Malcolm Simmons, now under pressure from Richard Emerson. Going very, very wide in John Priest. So a good battle going on there, the 4th, but look at the battle at the front as Malcolm Simmons goes through in front of Roger Love. Malcolm Simmons saw a mistake from Roger Love. He quickly capitalised on it and got himself into the front. Roger trying to strike back on the inside. Terrific ride from the youngster as he goes into the lead again. Richard Emerson watching the battle that's going on in front of him, and again Malcolm Simmons challenges. So Malcolm Simmons takes it around that top corner. We've got a dramatic finish for this one as Richard Emerson closes as well. There's 3 of them coming off that front and then towards the checkered flag. Malcolm Simmons takes it. Roger Love gets 2nd. Richard Emerson gets 3rd. And James Corderay in 4th. Makes a very good start for Fred Osborne, who's been electric off the start this afternoon. Gets himself to the front as he goes into that first turn. Len Foreman right there with him in 2nd. Giles, they come down front. That really is a great shave of Fred Osborne and Morris Cooper. Again, I think he's a back wheel puncher. They slowed as they come out of that top bend. Terry Phillips takes over the lead. Len Foreman and Terry Madley right there with him in 2nd place. Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds in 3rd at the moment. Hollis and Perry. They go for that 2nd place as they come out of this bottom turn. But Len Foreman's obviously got different ideas and he's going after the lead. Closes up on Terry Phillips and Chris Byers as they go into this top turn once again. It'll be the last lap flag for them as they come round. And Len Foreman much tighter. Bend. Len Foreman hitting as if he's going to go wide and cuts out underneath. A terrific bend from Len Foreman. Well, Terry Phillips, we know, has been riding wider this afternoon. We'll stay there with him, I'm sure, as they come round this top turn. Craig Cheatham looking to go for it as well, but it's Len Foreman. Terry Madley in the chair, very pleased with that one. Terry Phillips in 2nd. Craig Cheatham and Clive Reynolds finishing in 3rd.
I'm really enjoying my racing. So then. Let's see if looks to me it's going to be Malcolm Simmons once again. Well, did I say 3rd time lucky? We have a red flag in the back. Zero. Gary Love and Colin Earl again to calm down, get some repairs carried out, and we're going to see race 4 on the line, I suspect. Certainly Trevor Banks is out there, and in race 4 we're looking for Chris Tritton, Ben Howe, the Ipswich Speedway man, Trevor Banks, Chris Watson. We think, have we seen Peter Lloyd practice? I'm looking actually.
Starter now pulling him into line. The tape's going, away we go with the start of race 15 as they come past me for the first time. Rob Winterbrand's made a good start. John Rawson
Halsey goes with him, but it is John Halsey that just made it into that first bend. Rob Winterburn on the inside. Pleased with this position at the moment. A good scrap going on a bit further down the field. John Hiscock trying to get around the outside of Gavin Newlin. But Rob Winterburn not giving up the pace on John Halsey as they go into this top bend. At the moment as the gaps again starting to close up. Alan and John Blewett looking for that second place. John Blewett have pushed Rob Winterburn. You can see that Rob's now unlocked off them. Look at the speed that Alan and John Blewett gained down that back straight. They've driven in very, very hard on this bottom bend. Chosen the outside line. That's the quickest line perhaps, but it all closes up as they come past me. It gets very, very tight. Are they that much quicker? Have they got the advantage? John Halsey contend to stay away from what's going on behind him as they come towards the line. It's going to be close. Alan and John Blewett indeed getting very, very close to the boards as they come past us.
This side is Paul Miller and Dave Collin, it really is this time. A tremendous race in prospect here. And looks like Marco Glorious hit the front, and they're all close together as they go round that first bend. Second place, and Brad Power at the back of this lot, but I look at Jack Ledoux pressuring the leader, that leader, Thomas Kinnard, all the way to get out of the back straight. Jack Taylor in that second place. So it's Paul Miller with a tight inside line, hoping to close up on the second place crew, but and he's going for it down that straight. Paul Miller with a good right line, and Paul Miller with a front wheel in second place. Jack Ledoux, Marco Glory coming through now. A tremendous five-way battle here, and look at Glory coming to come through. How does it go through? And all of a sudden we have a total change in the front of the race. Marco Glory in second. Paul Miller, I think, just got third. Jack Ledoux may well have just gone fourth. Here we go, the solo B final, about to get underway. Well, Peter Reid coming back to sport after a leg injury that kept him out all of last season is really going superbly here. Gets it well and he's pulling away now. Gary Reynolds who takes over. Gary Reynolds leads. Peter Reid in second. James Cosworth in third. Looks like Gary Lamb in fourth place. up on the opposition if it will drop to the far side. Gary Wright moving. Number 37, Roger Long, and behind him, number 25, Jason Brett, and then number 139, David Mears. Well, one went down, and it looked to me like the other guy laid it down to avoid him.
Schofield has completed a hat-trick. He won it in 91, he won it in 92, and he's now won it in 96. What will happen in the sidecars as we get underway and they come past me for the first time? Who's made the best of the starts? Gary Wright indeed has dropped to the front as they go into that first bend. Here's Gary. Knows that Ivor Matthews is right there. Ivor Matthews looking for a way through on the inside. They're together as they come round that first bend. And this is a terrific ride from Gary Wright. Wonderful bottom corner from him. Dave Steer now getting in on the action as well. He's up in third place. You can see that. Right. They're forcing Ivor Matthews to go a long way round them if they're going to go anywhere at all. And as they fight their way round as they come up past me, Ivor Matthews looking for a gap. There isn't one there. He shuts off as Gary Wright comes out near the boards in front of him. And he is at the moment, Gary and Steve Wright riding a terrific race. Holding that inside line again, Ivor Matthews looks for that outside line again. Gary Wright keeps him at bay. Rob Wilson now closing up on Dave Steer, and Rob Wilson has got through into third place. He's forced Gary Wright to go wide. Gary will look to perhaps switch and come underneath from the exit of the bend. No, he's kept the power on and he's going a long way around. Ivor Matthews gets himself into the front. Rob Wilson has now gone up into third place. This afternoon has taken quite some time to work his way through the front, but now he's got there. He looks very determined to hang on to it. Rob Wilson still pushing hard in that third place. Dave Steer losing those front runners a little bit in third place. I can only assume it's either a puncture or something a bit more serious with the frame. Ivor Matthews again distraught here at Tunbridge. Something mechanically went wrong in the middle of that bend. They've done brilliantly well to hang on to that outfit, I think you'll agree. But let's not take it away from Gary and Steve Wright. They've ridden a terrific ride here this afternoon. They've ended up getting the victory. And so often we see this with Ivor Matthews down here at Tunbridge. Do you remember the British Masters? I'm sure a lot do. I'm sure you'll see that you've got a very, very pleased Gary and Steve Wright. They'll be coming up past us, and I'm sure we'll be coming round to receive your congratulations. But equally, I would say that it's commiserations to Ivor Matthews and Peter Jones. Terrific ride from Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. They've ended up in second place. But what a fabulous ride from these two. Well, you wouldn't guess that Gary Wright's happy about that, would you? Well, indeed, Ivor Matthews and Ian Weatherly pushing over. You can see that front tyre has almost come off the rim. Oh, absolute tragic luck for Ivor Matthews and Ian Weatherly. Rode a terrific ride to force his way through.
Second leg of the 250s. There looks to be a really good lineup, and looking through these riders, there should be quite a few scraps going on. First leg winners, Gary Wells there. Two riders lifting up and saying, number 20 followed by number 73, Cyrus, number 162 is there in second, third place. But there's 5 riders there, all chasing Ivor and Squirrel, trying to get round on the outside. Third breath, they come down. 162 sees Barrett leading. Holding all challenges up at the moment. It looks like Richard Smith there coming through into second place. Number 32 is up there to third. Gary Wells there, challenging Steve Barrett for that first place. Tries to get underneath Barrett, but he's hesitant at the moment, but he's certainly be trying. So it's number 162 from number 70, Gary Wells, Ivor and Squirrel. Now back to third place. So 162, leading for number 70, 32, then 20, then 74. Coming through to see the check flag, and he's down. Gary Wells is down, so it's going to win for 162, followed by 32. But Gary Wells is up, tends to finish to get some points, mad with himself. It's going to be a win for Richard Smith, 33. Well, it comes in there for 127 of the Zackerman. Chris Norris, number 17, comes through into third place, followed by number 11, then 99. There's 39 there, picked up there. And then 251. Young Gary Hayward is not going to get on his bike and get his finishing points. The leg 3 of the 350s, and they're away. And it looks like the additional rider, Andy Giddings, leading into that top end. Andy Giddings and Simon Davies trying to get down the inside, but back into second place. We've got a rider fella right in front of us, which is number 52, but he's up, Keith Webb. But it's Andy Giddings, number 18, 69, Mark Roncie there in third place. And again, we've got Horringer and Sale, who scrapping for that fourth place. Julian, number 111, goes underneath 53 behind Horringer, but it's still Tony Davies leading. And Peter Baker again falls. Violent action to miss everybody, they all go each side of him. Very lucky man there, he's still kept his machine running. Yes. But we've got one look as they wanted. The red flags are out. The red flags are out. So first aid to the marshal, please. First aid to the marshal. Place is Tony Davey, number 7, from number 69, Mark Rumsey. Then Julian Sack, 111. Brian Horrigan, 53, going really wide. Followed by 25, Peter Baker, number 1. So, Tony Davey really streaking away from this Shani's class from 69 Mark Rumsey. Julian Say now in a comfortable third place. We appear to have got another red flag at the top still to get through, but it's going to be a win for Tony Davey. But there's a scrap there, and 1, 2, 3, Chris Walby's gone down. 18, Andy Giddings takes that second place. Chris Walby kept the engine running. It's a little bit greasy where we've had the rain down, and it's Walby taking that third place. Quick recovery, thought quick, and Keith Webb, number 52, finishing fourth place. They go down the first straight. 75, Lee Street leads into the first corner from number 70, Gary Wells there in second place. Lee Street from the Lenham area near Maidstone, he's on his way down that straight, front wheel in the air as he heads into the next turn. Hotly pursued by number 70, Gary Wells from Woodbridge in Suffolk. 75 then, Lee Street from Gary Wells, from John Pilcher, and that bike's up for sale this afternoon. Man's just moved now, he's got himself a bigger mortgage, and he needs to sell the machine to raise up some funds. So his motorcycle on sale this afternoon. And down he goes. That was bad news for those two lads, and hooked up together there on that back straight, but it's 75 Lee Street leading. The red flag is out. The race being stopped in the interest of safety. Mark of the course, immediate decision, stop the race while those two are on the track. John Pilcher still on the floor. His buddy Mark Powell, I think it was, that went down there with him, and Mark Powell is up and okay, but John Pilcher flat out at the moment. Peters, Mick Sloan, Paul Morphy, Hayden Beebe, Paul Lightyear, it's Julian Phipps and Adrian Phipps. That's the lineup, here they come. It's Mark Giles that leads into the first corner with Kevin Duff on his left elbow, and then Julian Phipps there, tucking up inside in third place. Good little rider this, but needs a little bit better equipment if he's to keep up with the ones in front of him. He'll try his heart out, but a little bit of lacking of equipment there and a bit of sponsorship wouldn't be missed. Here they come then, 27. Kevin Buck leading from 26, Mark Giles, then 73, Julian Phipps, then Paul Wright Ewing, first time out on the 500, then Adrian Phipps, Michael Peters, Paul Morphy. Meanwhile, back up with the front runners. Kevin Buck has got the lead at the moment, sponsored by Colin Sweeby, the British Grasstrack Committee Supremo. At half distance, Kevin Buck, Mark Giles, Julian Phipps, Paul Wright Ewing, Adrian Phipps, Michael Peters, number 33, Swansborough, and Michael Pete and Michael Morphy. Oh, Morphy, I'll get it right in a minute. Oh, it's all hot stuff. I told you that Julian Phipps would try his heart out. He's up there in the second place at the moment. Mark Giles goes right to try and go round him. Julian Phipps trying to go up on the inside of Kevin Buck now. He's fighting it all the way. That man just needs that little bit better machinery, but he's got it through there. He's got the old Java through, and it's up into first place. Mark Giles now comes past Kevin Buck as well on that last corner, but it's Julian Phipps all the way out of that corner. The checkered flag is his. A win for Julian Phipps from Mark Giles, from Kevin Buck, Paul Wright Ewings, Adrian Phipps, Julian's brother, Michael Peters, Hayden Beebe. Oh, we jolly well go then. 49, John Pilcher, he's got his bike mentioned and he's back out there and he's in front this time. No messing with John Pilcher this time. He's got the bit between his teeth and he's flying, but he's overslid that and he's let Gary Wells come up the inside. He pulled a bit of a wheelie on that straight, but he's still in control and he's in second place. Chasing hard after Gary Wells. Gary Wells has got it flat out as he comes out of that corner. Nice style for Gary Wells. Down we have a fallen rider and he's taken another one with him. It looked like Richard Sims that went down there with him. The red flags are up. The race is being stopped in the interest of safety. And there will be a rerun of race 16. Well, both boys are up and okay, and Mr. Sims looks like he's a little bit bruised and shaken. He's probably cursing a little bit, but with any luck, we'll have him out in a rerun in just a few moments per hour. These are the left-hand sidecars. They go in an anti-clockwise direction and keep turning to the left. Barry and Robin Gear get away first this time, and then in 42, Martin Jones and Mike Harrison in second place, pushing hard. In third place is John Fish and Gary Moore. He was a previous race winner. Martin Jones and Mike Harrison go up into the lead. Barry and Robin Gear fight back in second, and John Fish, Gary Moore holding on to third. All close as they come out of that turn, all trying to hold a tight line. Nobody wants to miss out. Phil Penfold out with problems. Bad luck for him. Such a good seasoned driver that always seems a shame when mechanical gremlins get hold of some of these lads. But today's not his day. Perhaps it'll be his day next week at Frittenden. Round they come then, by the river. The Welshman leading. He's had one ride and one win to his credit. This looks like it could be two, but John Fish and Gary Moore, also with a win to their credit from the first leg, would like to get past him and take this one as well. And he's gone for the big wide line round the outside, cutting back. Got right up on his back wheel, but he's not able to do anything about it at the moment. Barry and Robin Gear relegated to third. I think they're just going to sit back and wait for the other two to tangle themselves up. And he'll come through to the finish. But the last lap flag goes out, and it's 42. Martin Jones and Mike Harrison leading. 173. Gary Moore in second place. Then number 9, Barry and Robin Gear in third.
and then the other man making a smoke screen so the others can't see where they're going. He's a lap in arrears at the moment. Well, they must have put the try the life out of, I should think, Bill Penfold and that there with him coming around that corner like that. But John Fish now takes up the lead. He takes the checkered flag. 2 rides and 2 wins for John Fish and Gary Moore from Martin Jones and Mike Harrison in a good second place. Race 30, and away to go. Terry Giles leaps into the lead from Richard Smith in second place, and then Lee Street. All 3 of these are very good boys, and each one capable in their own right of winning this race. So keep your eye on them front 3. They mean business. Look at Lee Street's front wheel in the air, and he's going forward. Richard Smith looks like he's going to go around Terry Giles this time. Terry Giles has seen him coming, takes a slightly wider exit out of that corner. Richard Smith cuts inside. So does Lee Street, but it's Terry Giles from Richard Smith, from Lee Street, then Mark Powell. Look at them 3. You've got a pocket handkerchief over those front 3. They really mean business here this afternoon, and this is only one of the qualifying heats. You want to see what they do in the final. Wavy Giles looks down as if he got trouble. Richard Smith has gone through. Lee Street's coming up there nice and tight on the inside. Can he get through this time? But it's Richard Smith leading. Wavy Giles in hot pursuit in second place. Front wheels pull in the air. Lee Street in third. Richard Smith now down that straight. The front wheel in the air, and he's going forward. 300. Terry Giles in hot pursuit in second place. Lee Street this time tries round the outside. Now goes Woggy Giles wide. Lee Street cuts back on the inside. The tactics are hot here. Richard Smith leading. Lee Street has come up on the inside of Woggy Giles, and he's through to second place. But it's Richard Smith from Lee Street, from Woggy Giles, from Mark Powell, Matt Thompson, Danny Abbott, Michael Peters, Paul Austin. Well, it's the last turn for the last time. It's now or never for these boys, and Lee Street has got up through, or has he? It's very close on the line. I'll leave it to the lap scorers to decide. Woggy Giles looking down at his machine. I think he had 1 or 2 little problems there. Mark Powell in 4th, then Matt Thompson, Daniel Abbott, Malcolm Beanie, Gary Hayward, Chris Still, Michael Peters. That's Luke Botty and Roy Sizemore. Number 331, Paul Watson. He's in a joint 3rd place at the moment on points, and he's in 2nd place in the race. And sidecar final, the big one for the left-hand sidecar class. They're on the line, the revs are rising. The butterflies are churning in their stomachs, the clutch is released, and everything goes numb. Down the first straight they go, and it's the Welshman that leaps into the lead. Martin Jones and Michael Harrison on their FZR 1000cc Yamaha, just ahead of Jason, I'm always doing that, Neil Cuff and Jason Ralph. And then John Fish and Gary Moore are there in 3rd place. And the 3 of them could all be put in the back of a transit van, I think, as they come round that corner. It's real close stuff. Neil Cuff pushing hard on the inside. Hits that bump, turns himself nicely into the corner. He's ahead of Martin Jones and Michael Harrison now, but they're fighting back on the inside. They're not going to give in that easy. The 1000cc got V-twin leading the pack. Round that turn they come then, it's 126. Neil Cuff and Jason Ralph from Martin Jones and Michael Harrison, and 173 John Fish and Gary Moore don't seem to have any answer to it whatsoever. At this early stage in the race, it is a 6 lapper, there's lots of the room to go. Round they come then, 126. Neil Cuff and Jason Ralph coming round by the river. Squirting the throttle on that big V-twin. Feeding it in quite nicely, and then go down that straight into the next corner. Then it's Martin Jones and Michael Harrison. John Fish and Gary Moore now trying to go around the outside of Martin Jones, and I think they've just about made it this time. Martin Jones and Michael Harrison holding on to 3rd place. They've come all the way from Wales to be here this afternoon. Now John Fish comes up on Neil Cuff. Neil Cuff and Jason Ralph. Good tight lines around the corner. They won't need to make a mistake, or John Fish will be through. Another 3 laps I think to go in this one. 2 more laps to go in this one. Round they come then. Oh, John Fish picks up the chair wheel and loses a few yards on Neil Cuff there. That cost him dear. Martin Jones has made up a couple of yards. Now John Fish is trying to come around the outside. Is he going to do it? It's all side-by-side stuff. The 2 big Scott V-twins are really at it. Don't forget they're built at East Morley, just down the road from here. It's fast and furious stuff as Neil Cuff starts to go a little bit wide, and John Fish is there on the inside and he sits right alongside him, and through he goes. Now, will John Fish go wide on the exit of this corner? Jason Ralph is off. Neil Cuff's on his way to the ropes. Well controlled there by Neil Cuff. Bad luck for Jason Ralph. He's on the track and certainly wounded. We hope he's not injured. The red flag flies, but he's really going places. He means business here this afternoon. The Jawa plugging away. 1 lap to go. Gary Steve and the Jawa in second place. Then Mark Giles and the Jawa in third. And it's Paul Light Ewing. Justin Shaw, Dave Hollingsby, Mr. Morphy and Chris Sweet. After this race we are going to have the track watering and a little bit of a stand down for the marshals. Time to get a burger, time to get a photo, time to go and see the grasser stand. So we're then going to Kevin Seeger from Mark Giles, Paul Light Ewing, Dave Hollingsby and Justin Shaw. Not sure who we lost or where we lost him. We lost Julian Phipps and he's on the floor over there on the far side. Well, I'm